Welcome to the MixCoach podcast, the podcast dedicated to making you a more skilled and confident mixer. The MixCoach podcast takes both submitted questions from our free members and live questions from our pro members. If you'd like to submit a question or find out how to become a pro member, head over to mixcoach.com/free. Moving to the next question here. We have Jeff Monson who says, here's my question. How in the world am I supposed to mix rap on my first MixCoach.com month?
Oh, yeah.
So, first of all, I would say watch the interview with Petty. That was an incredible time whenever we sat down with him, and he had some really crazy, awesome insight about mixing music, and it was applicable to all sorts of things other than rap even. He's awesome, and so watch that interview. Otherwise, I would just get a good reference. Like you can download a Grits song or like an Andy Minnow song or something like that. In that vein, because that type of rap is interesting because it's more like in your face where it's got the electric guitars and that sort of thing. So look for like rap that's similar to that because you could do something more hip hop or you could do something that's more like on that rap core style.
Yeah.
But yeah, so get a good reference is the other tip that I have. Do you have any tips, Kev, for mixing rap?
No, I mean that's what I would do if I would just get a good reference, and the Grits is a good reference. Anything Petty is doing, it seems that like the song I listen to a lot is Big Boy that he did with the guy from Grits. Anyway, I can't remember his name, but it's a pretty good reference. And I would just analyze back and forth. Put your mix up, listen to the low end, listen to where the vocal sits, listen to how wide things are spread out, and if you can match that, and then I wouldn't spend, unless you're just experimenting, I wouldn't spend a ton of time on it. I wouldn't spend all day mixing the song. I would mix it in hour segments. Yeah. That's what I would do.
And it's interesting. I think this brings up a bigger question as well of like mixing outside of a usual genre. Because it's like, while here in MixCoach, this is one of the reasons why we wanted to do a rap song is because it's almost the only genre we really haven't touched. We've done like pop songs. We've done rock songs. We've done country. And so like mixing outside of your usual genre or mixing outside of your comfort zone is something that I think we all run into eventually where somebody calls you up and is like, hey, can you mix this? Mm-hmm. And it's and basically, you have to be able to do it, and you want to be able to say yes, I can do this, and kind of know where to go. So like mixing outside of your comfort zone, that's going to be super key, especially on your first month.
Right.
So
if you want to grow as an engineer, you pretty much have to make sure that you're outside your comfort zone at least some of the time, because that's the time you're growing. And I've noticed too that like some of the Michael Bublé mixes that Chris did, they had his flavor, I guess, on it. Chris did his thing on it. Not necessarily my favorite mixes on the record. My favorites, were the ones that are a little less affected, I guess.
Yeah.
But definitely, just get a good reference is what I would say.
The MixCoach podcast takes both submitted questions from our free members and live questions from our pro members. And if you would like to submit a question or find out how to become a pro member, head over to mixcoach.com/free.